I see, and this extends beyond faith deconstruction. Just as the work that I've done clinically, I see people reach much more positive outcomes in their life when they place trust in themselves than when they don't. And
Yeah.
generally speaking, where I see the most problems that people face and the most, um, I guess, difficult situations people end up in, mistakes, etc., usually is coming from a place of acting when they did not trust themselves
Yep.
and they decided to trust either an institution or somebody else over themselves. Your gut that you have, everyone listening to this, I just want you to hear from me, whatever my opinion's worth to you, your gut is more valuable than you realize.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, how would someone work through that? I'm not sure how I did it, but when you trust yourself and then you have something like this happen to you where you can't even trust yourself, what would be steps that a person could take?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And it's something that I find myself really working with people on over time.
Yeah.
I don't want to overly suggest therapy because obviously I'm going to be biased in that sense. I am a therapist.
I
I
support
believe
it
in what
though.
I do.
100%.
I see a therapist myself, but I
Yeah.
do think having somebody who is an unbiased third party really helps in
Yeah.
establishing trust. And then also I would urge patience on this.
Yeah.
Building trust in any context takes time. We see that in relationship therapy. We see that in so many different contexts. And so allow yourself time to build that trust, but then also allow yourself to critically think through it. A lot of the
Mhm.
benefit of deconstruction is really starting to allow yourself to critically think through so many things. Let self trust be one of those things. Look at the evidence in your life.
Ah.
When have you trusted yourself before and what was the outcome? Almost every time I do that kind of activity with people, people are able to see, oh, yeah, that actually
Yeah.
worked out really well, or this worked really well, or I figured that out. And then when haven't you trusted yourself? What are some examples of when you really felt something you said, no, I'm going to set that aside? I'll give you an example. My whole life, I felt this calling to be an ally of the LGBTQ community. I had friends
Oh.
who were queer growing up. I was a theater kid, and so I got a nice little potent dose in Iowa. And they were my favorite people.
I
I
know.
loved my gay friends
Me
and my
too.
trans friends. I had such an affinity for them, and it felt to me that I needed to be somebody who was advocating for them, not because I
Mhm.
think I think a lot of people need to feel this way, but that's just, I felt like that was important for me.
Mhm.
But I felt like because of the messaging I was getting from the church that I was wrong,
Yeah.
that was wrong for me to do, and I
Yes.
needed to set that aside. And I spent so many years demonizing myself for feeling that affinity, thinking there's something wrong with me. I must not trust God enough, because I want to do this. No, I was right
Yeah.
all along.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I struggled with that too because I was told, you can't even hang out with them because you might be.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, really? That's
it's
just.
contagious.
Oh yeah, it's gonna spread. It was ridiculous. It
Hey,
was.
I'd be okay with that. I mean, I think gay people are cool. If they pass that on to me, that'd be fine. But
I'm
still
telling
didn't
you,
happen.
they're wonderful people, and I think
Yeah,
I think in my life now, gosh, if I didn't have them in my life, just how empty it would be. I've got wonderful people like
yeah,
that in my life. So,
yeah.
you mentioned about therapy, and I will 100% support it. And I always tell people the first thing you should do is go to trauma therapy, 100%. You need to have that support system and its specialized treatment that you need. So I will always say, go to therapy, and I go to therapy
Yeah.
too.